here's the thing. Most people watching financial news don't even know what an IPO is or why a company worth $1.75 trillion even needs to raise money. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what's happening and how to think about it. What is an IPO? An IPO stands for Initial Public Offering. That word initial is everything. It means the first time its company sells its shares to the public, and it only happens once. Here's the thing most people miss, okay? When you go on Robinhood or Fidelity and buy a stock and that stock goes up $100, the company gets $0 of that. Zero. The money is going to whoever sold you that share, another investor. The company only made money when they initially sold those shares. All right, think about it this way. Apple went public in 1980. Every time you buy Apple stock today, Apple sees none of that. That money went from your account to the person who sold you the shares, okay? The company cashed out in 1980. Let me give you a simplest possible example of how this works, because this is literally what SpaceX is doing, just with a few more zeros. You own a bakery. You're doing $50,000 a year in revenue. You find out that if you buy a $150,000 commercial oven, you can produce 8x the output and make $400,000 a year. The problem, you don't have the $150,000 sitting around, and you don't want to take on debt because you'll be paying interest for years, right? So here's what you do. You sell half your bakery to raise the money. So a local investor in the community looks at the numbers, sees that with the new oven, your bakery will be worth $300,000 and agrees to pay $150,000 for a 50% stake. You get your $150K, you buy your oven, and now you own 50% of a business doing $400,000 a year instead of 100% of one doing $50,000 a year. That's the trade. You gave up half, but you multiplied the value. That's an IPO, guys. Starlink is doing the exact same thing, except instead of a $150,000 oven, they need $75 billion to fund Starship, Starlink expansion, Terafab, or that they came out with the other day, the new factory there, and eventually getting humans to Mars, building things on the moon.